Now we're moving on to this. Sorry if there's some overlap here, but I'm still trying to figure out how this software works real well. Again, I picked the Alchemy here. It's the best card in the pack, yada yada yada. Moving on to this pack. We have a Voiceless Spirit, which is a very good card. We have Chapelgeist, so two of the common white flyers, both are excellent. Another Travel Preparations. It's number 2 or 3 at this point. Obviously I should have been green-white, but you know. And then we have this Spectral Rider. I take the Rider here. Probably should have been Travel Prepping, but you know. So I picked the Rider here because I like the 2 drops, and my low drops get better with the blue cards I've been picking anyways. Here we have the Spirit. There seems to be 1,000 Voiceless Spirits in this draft. And then we have the Rebuke. I still am a little worried about my ability to deal with, like, bombs. So I picked the Rebuke here. I think I picked the Rebuke here. I debate a little while between the Voiceless Spirit and the Rebuke. It's very close, in my opinion. Flying First Strike is really good and really hard to beat by some decks. But I picked the Rebuke because I'm worried about dealing with bombs. Another Travel Preparations. Another one. That's number 3. Obviously should have been green-white. Kind of kicking myself at this point. Can't believe I passed all these Travel Preparations because the card is just first pickable. But, you know, these things happen. Then we have this Cloister Youth, or this Cobbled Wings, or this Moment of Heroism. And I picked the Cloistered Youth because it's an aggressive 2-drop, and I kind of want those right now. Going on, we have a bunch of sideboard cards. I picked the Purify the Grave because it's a decent sideboard card against some of the self-milling decks and decks with powerful flashback cards. Here I pick between a bunch of weak cards. I picked the Fortress Crab because it's the most playable of the cards for me. Unruly Mob, Silent Departure, Mask. Or Sensory Deprivations, Mask. I already have an Unruly Mob and a bunch of 2-drops. Pick the Mask just in case I go against, like, Removal deck. I don't know, maybe the Mob is correct there. Then we have this 13 pick Cathedar, which there's no reason that should have been there. And I happily sum that, and we get this random Dream Twist. So yeah, that's how the draft went. I'm pretty happy with it. I'll show you how I built the deck here in a second. Okay, and now we're on deck construction. Never mind. Okay, now we're on deck construction after I fixed the video. And I got it laid out in drops here, trying to rearrange some cards. Basically, it's a very sexy deck, despite me probably should have been in green. But we have, you know, those 2 cards at 1-drops, the Mournland Haunt as our utility land, a bunch of good 2-drops, remove all the best removal spells, including double Slayer and double Grasp of Phantasms, which is just insane. And then our 5-drops all are capable of ending the game. I'm very happy with this deck. The deck ended up winning the draft pretty easily. Ghost Hunter Monk actually saved me in a game against CJ. I'm not sure any other card in the format would have got me out of that situation. So, yeah, that's the deck. And if you have any questions, just hit me up, let me know. And remember, whiteknightgames.net, tell your friends about it. This is Bob Culp, signing off.